En dit was natuurlijk Queen's I Want It All. So I'm so excited. We've had such a nice day and interesting guest today. So I'm going to let you introduce the mafia boss himself.
And if you're watching KRTV, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. We are welcoming the incredible Sir Godfather here on Kaapstad Radio.
Welcome.
The pleasure is mine, ladies.
Welcome. And like I said off air, I will say it on air. I love your style.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's Puff Daddy mixed with Snoop Dogg mixed with The Godfather.
You just painted the perfect picture for the listener out there.
Yeah.
You nailed it, Loui.
I did, I know my style.
And
Queen
as
of
I was
style.
saying, it amazes me that your response to that, your reaction to my style is that, because mostly I get the fact that people associate this with gangsterism, and then which is something a bit far from it, you understand? Because for me, this is royalty.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's style. I mean, and that's what makes us individuals, I think. It's you know. So, tell us, so you are now back in, or do you want to do the introduction first? Sorry, I'm like ahead of my time.
I think what everybody is thinking right now is Sir Godfather. What an incredible name. Mm-hmm. And many people are thinking, I'm sure, that this is a stage name. Mm-hmm. However, would you let everyone into how this came about?
All right. There's a duality to the name. I'm Sir Godfather primarily because I'm a father to most kids that are based in Langrach Township, Franschhoek. To the few fatherless ones, I have adopted them in a sense of handing over school shoes, school uniform, which is an encounter I had with them when they come to my business during the day, like in the morning, like 10 to 11-ish. And then when I would ask Guti, why ain't you at school? They would reply by saying, I don't have school shoes. So noting that school shoes is the most expensive item in the school uniform. Yes. So I decided, okay, let me try and contact other business people that I know so we can collaborate and then come up with some sort of campaign. So every March, without fail, we donate not less than 20 school shoes to kids that are in need of school shoes. So when that came about, I realized that, even on Christmas, when as I was growing up, I used to have Christmas lunch in different homes, you understand? Yes. And then why not do this for such kids? So we've got Christmas lunch without fail every 25th of December. So that's where now the name Godfather came from. But their kids, they can't call me Godfather. They had got to call me Sir. Now the Sir got incorporated into that. You understand? That. So it's Sir Godfather. But then again, now when I'm with my friends, when I walk into a room, as you noticed, that I've got a commanding presence. Yes. So my friends decided, who Godfather? So now that's because now they associate that with a mafia family, because the Godfather in a mafia family
looks after
is the
everybody.
Leader.
Yeah.
He takes care of the whole family.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the duality to the name. Otherwise, it's inspired by the confidence I have, by the heart I have for the underprivileged, and then by the leadership skills I hold.
Wow.
So, I decided, because I'm going to be a Hollywood star in the near future. So I decided, I can go to America and be named Mbuyiseli, which is my birth name. Yes. They won't be able to pronounce it. So Godfather has got star quality into it. So then I went ahead to Home Affairs and then put it on my ID. So yes, this is my legal name.
Because that's what, that's, you have, really?
Yes, we have the legitimate.
Yeah.
Sir Godfather.
Because that's what Kanye West did now. He changed his name to Yeezys.
Exactly. Yeah. This is my official name. This is my legal name. You address me as Sir Godfather, nothing else.
You can just call me Loui.
Hey, Loui.
I love it.
So you've now, so I love that story of what you're doing for the community, and it's weird that you're also from Franschhoek, because my family's from Franschhoek on my dad's side.
And the fact that Alex, who was here earlier, was from Franschhoek, and
she's
the two
from
of you
Franschhoek.
just hit it off instantly and started exchanging details. So that's amazing.
I know, it's a whole lot of number exchange today.
One of those wonderful days, being in the right place at the right time. At the
right time, the universe conspiring.
Tell me, sir, so did you always want to be in the entertainment industry?
From way back when I was young, I remember this, as I was telling you off air, that this feels like full circle for me, because I remember at age 14, I was in radio reading my poetry for the listeners and analyzing my poetry and stanza by stanza, and then the similes and everything that has to do with poetry. So you must know that back then I was both a writer, a pen poet, and then a praise singer, you understand? So I was gelling both those styles. So by age 15, I ventured into theater now, high school, secondary school theater. So basically from growing up till now, then I decided when I came to Cape Town, because I left Butterworth because I felt like it was limiting for me. It was becoming too small for my dreams. And I came to Cape Town, became an extra for a few years, and then I realized, no, man, I can't be an extra. Like, I've got too much presence to be an extra. So I went to AFDA, enrolled, and actually studied filmmaking. So I'm a full circle filmmaker, but I specialize in acting and then acting coaching. So I've got master classes as well for people who want facilitation on that. Yes. I've got master classes for corporates as well. So yes, I've been in showbiz for as long as I can remember.
Most of your life, basically. Yeah. And you're based in Franschhoek.
I'm based in Franschhoek.
Yeah. And how would people get hold of you if they wanted to donate shoes or whatever the kids would need, or just maybe like some of the food on?
To be in direct contact with me, I think my contact details for business are available online. It's on Facebook. The page is Sir Godfather. On Instagram is Sir_Godfather. And then on Twitter, it's Sir_Godfather. So either you want to inbox me, you want to snatch the phone number and then dial, and then you're more than welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. And has Sir Godfather got his own children, like biologically?
Yes, I do have my biological kids, and then I stay with them. I'm a married man. So yes, I've got a wonderful boy who's a soccer lover and an artist, like sketch artist. He's drawing. He loves his drawing.
How old is he?
I've got a room full of Gokus. He's 11. And then I've got aspiring ballerina who is now 8 years old. And then I've got a lovely wife who's into fashion designing. She's studying at Poland currently. So my family is full of artists, basically.
I just love how your face lit up when you started talking about your family. It's so beautiful. It's really precious, absolutely precious to see. And clearly you are a very hands-on dad, which is fantastic.
So we know now you, sorry. I did want to ask. Carry on. So we know now you wanted to be in the entertainment. So apart from the charities that you do for the children and stuff like that, what do you do to relax? Who is Sir Godfather at home? Apart from,
Oh, yeah.
How do you unwind?
Yeah, I unwind over a red dry wine, listening to some hip-hop.
Kindred spirits.
Sometimes jazz. Then watching thought-provoking movies. The thing about being a filmmaker, it spoils the fun of watching movies because you are forever analyzing. So I like mind-boggling stuff, like your Blacklist, if I may name drop in a series, because Money Heist. I like the masterminds behind the script. You understand? I like the thought-provoking stuff. So that's how I relax. I watch movies that are gonna challenge me mentally. That are gonna be kind of like So that's me relaxing, but
you're relaxing, you're still analyzing, you're still working it all out in your mind.
But that's the fun of it. Yeah. But most importantly, with the show, I think you're gonna be relating to later. I found a new way of relaxing that includes a whole family. You understand, which is something I never ever thought I would feel good about, which is playing, just going out and playing full time and forgetting about everything else that I learned on the show. We're gonna be tapping on in my latest offering.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic. But before we do that, you've said that you are wanting, being a top film director is on your list for one day. But right now, you are tapping into the amazingness of Sir Godfather, who is this incredible actor on screen. Yep. When you finally get to full-time directing, or even with filmmaking now, are there any particular projects that you like to associate with, that you like to take on? you've said you love the whole masterminds, behind certain projects. Is that the kind of thing that you would love to direct, or is there something else that you are passionate about that you would love people to experience?
My movies will definitely have class. My movies would definitely be thought-provoking. So I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go for kind of like a psychological type of movies. Yes. Even if I'm filming a trauma-based movie, it will be a style whereby we see... like if I'm to visit a movie that is based on GBV, which is the current climate of South Africa right now, for me, it's not enough to talk about GBV and address the monster at his current state, the man who's the perpetrator. I would need to kind of like take it from the beginning. What created that monster? What are his childhood traumas and all of that? Yes. So basically, it would mean that my movies would need to be co-written by myself. You understand? So that I don't take a readily prepared script and direct it. Because what I think South Africa needs now, in fact, in storytelling as a whole, we need to understand the backgrounds of each and every character. We can't be introduced to a CEO without being told how he got to be a CEO, because the inspiring story
is how he got there.
Is in how we got there. I'm not interested in knowing Oprah as a billionaire. I'm interested in knowing Oprah in her upbringing. You understand? Yeah. So those would be the kind of movies I would invest so much in character biography, and then I would invest so much in highlighting the nitty-gritties that make the human being that is presented before you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes, I love
absolutely.
that.
I think we just gonna have a little break, listen to a little bit of Ed Sheeran, and then we'll be back with
Sir Godfather.
Stay tuned.
Bring it right back, yeah.
Shivers met Ed Sheeran. Jy's ingeskakel saam met my Loui en Martez. Supporter Rothuisen.
Dankie, Loui.
And of course, Sir Fish. And of course, the Godfather himself, Sir, as the kids call him. Welcome, Sir.
Ja, dankie vir die inskakel, en dit is sover 'n wonderlike dag hier by Kaapstad Radio. Alles is baie opwindend, né?
Yeah, very exciting. Yeah.
So we can't wait to hear more from you, Sir Godfather. You mentioned that there are incredible local filmmakers who have inspired you, well, actors who've inspired you, and sadly, both have now passed. Please share, your inspirations.
The person that got me to love filmmaking is the late Menzi Ngubane. May his soul rest in peace. There was a character he nailed. He was called Mazwi on a film titled Ubambo Lwami. He nailed it. I wanted to be a gangster the next day. I wanted to be a gangster the next day until I watched the full season of it, and then in mid-season, he gets hit by a car, he goes mad, and then you see the beauty of acting in that, because the transition, man, from the most feared thug in his area to this now man, this crazy man you feel sorry for, and then now it shifted my mind. Hence now I get casted a lot for gangster roles, but I refuse to take a gangster that won't redeem himself, because I'm fearful of what Menzi's character almost did to me, because had he not shifted from being a gangster, I was going to aspire to be that, and then that is inspired by his good acting. But when he got hit by a car, and then some people were feeling sorry for him, some were not, due to the fact that they were feeling like it's karma catching up with him. And then I understood that this script is a brilliant script. So for me, that changed my life in a sense of transitioning from wanting to be a teacher, wanting to be a doctor, to wanting to be an actor.
Yes.
Because if you are an actor, you are all of those things. You are a psychologist, you are a doctor, you are a teacher, because you are healing people, you are teaching people through your art of acting,
telling a story and getting your message about.
And the impact is so massive on people out there. And you know what you said about you wanted to go out and be a gangster, and you know automatically we all go, oh, you wanted to be a gangster, but actually you really wanted to be a gangster because you're so, you know, taken with this role and thinking how fabulous and amazing it is.
Exactly.
And you realize how that impacts on young minds.
Young minds.
Yeah.
Hence I'm saying, if you are to give me a role of anything that is not good for society, I'll play it so much that the kids will aspire to be that. Now, give me time to give that transition period. So get me arrested if I'm a gangster. Get me to suffer for my sins as a gangster, so that kid who was aspiring to be the character I'm portraying now has to change his minds to see that the end of all of this is this, because I will play it convincingly enough as a monster, and then when I'm no longer a monster, now being human, and then feeling sorry for my bad deeds, I will play it convincingly so that the kid want to tap out of that fever.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then my other brilliant actor locally, who is now no more I don't know this thing about these actors that I love so much. Jamie Bartlett, he was playing David Gennaro in Rhythm City. That guy, he's brilliant.
He is.
Like I'm speaking of him as if he's still alive. May his soul rest in peace.
Yes.
He was a brilliant thespian, that one, because even his method of getting in studio in the dark and then zoning in, people, that's why I aspire to be in Hollywood, because mostly here in South Africa, we haven't invested so much into what makes a character. You understand? I don't care if you're going to call me for next week to do a character. I will do my research within the 6 days that I'm left with, because it is important to know that research and investing in character is the most important thing for the viewers to believe what you're doing, because acting, what I'm going to say is going to be like shift some minds, or it's not gonna be received with the same way if people don't understand what I'm saying. Acting is not acting.
Yeah.
You understand? Acting is becoming. So if you are to understand that, what I mean is, I'm Sir Godfather. If I'm given a name of James, I don't need to act like James. I need to be James on screen.
Yeah.
And then in order for me to be James, I need to look for a James. You understand? Literally look for a James, do my research, get different characters, mix this one and that one, and then get my James and then present it to the audience.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what is lacking with most acting here, because most of us don't necessarily invest in that. In America, you have to be debriefed after playing a certain character, because you invested so much into it. You understand? So that's where I want to go. And then third person who made me have these aspirations of going international is Arnold Vosloo. When I learned that he's a South African after watching Hard Target in 1993, then I realized that this guy, I never thought a South Like would act next to Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is 93.
And then he went on to The Mummy.
You understand? Then he went on to do all like I had headache watching 24 hours the series, simply because I was looking for Habib Marwan. He was a character of Habib there, and I was still at this age mind blown by the fact that this is a brilliant thespian and he's from South Africa. So yes, those are three actors that inspire me a lot.
Okay, we're just going to go listen to our live read, and we'll be back with Sir.
Hi, I'm Robin Scott, and I play Harula in Good Life, which is currently on Netflix.
Depeche Mode, so everything counts in large amounts. I still can't believe, one of the Depeche Mode is the band of three from the UK, and Andy Fletcher has passed. He passed at the age of 60. Yeah, a couple of weeks back. So, because we were talking about death and stuff like that. I just want to go back because you were saying, bring me James, I'll become James. That's so true what you said, because Alex that we had earlier, she was also saying in The Good Life, she plays the shop owner. And she went to a shop in Franschhoek, and it was a coffee shop. It was like shop. Yeah, she was a shopkeeper.
Or a shopkeeper. Yes.
So, so it's so true what you're saying. And is there anybody internationally that you would love to work with?
International.
Who do you look up to?
Oh, Samuel L. Jackson. Funny enough. And then when you're talking of Samuel, I need to fire on that. When you're talking of Samuel, most people think you are actually referring to the swearing throughout the movie and all of that. No, what inspires me about him is the fact that he kept on trying to make it big in the film industry in Hollywood for years. And only at age 42, he got his big break with Jungle Fever. And then that's the character that changed his life, because he was playing a drug addict, which is something that was a stumbling block in his career.
Yes.
So he used that as therapy to get rid of his thinking, the habit that was holding him back.
Yeah.
And then after that character, he booked a lot of gigs that we know him for right now. So my inspiration is his resilience. You understand? And then with that kind of resilience, and then with not being an overnight success, it comes with the wisdom of knowing how to be savvy. First of all, this is film this is showbiz. And then you know that your last job might be today, and then you can't tell when is your next salary. So basically, you learn, if ever you take longer to get your breakthrough, you learn those little things that I need to not to spend as a rock star. You understand? I'm in show business, but I need not to be as glamorous, because end of the day, that can only be taught through longevity. You understand? You can't learn that if you are a YouTube sensation. You post a video on YouTube today, tomorrow it's viral. You are bound to make money mistakes. But then when you are a Samuel L. Jackson, you'll make sure that you are actually very thrifty, so to speak, because you know how the industry works, and you know that your shine today, tomorrow that light might not be there. A new star might come in and take your place, just like that. Hence, it is important to invest in your craft, so that once you have your foot in, then there's no going back.
Absolutely.
I think Martez and I always speak about it. I think when we were younger and we were working in the modeling industry or whatever, today the kids have got it so easy with, like you said, mentioned the YouTube video, you know, and then you're an overnight sensation.
Exactly.
Like we had to literally go and graft. Now people can be Instagram influencers or models or whatever without even leaving the house, which is,
Look, that's all wonderful, but I do feel from where we've come from, and is that whole thing of understanding you're only as good as your last job as well.
Perfecto.
So other than the financial side, which we fully understood in the careers we had, it's also knowing that you've got to bring your A game all the time, and never think that you are too amazing. Because that little star won't always shine. Well, we hope it will, but
Exactly. You come in hoping that that star will shine forever, but walk in knowing so much that for as long as you manage to be this amazing, then there's nothing stopping the next person from being equally amazing or even more. Hence, I'm saying it's important for people to attend this masterclass, to attend these workshops, you understand, to sharpen their skill daily. You understand? Because what we pick here, the reason why most of creators and actors, when they pass on, you are hearing, he was broke, he was this, he was that. It is because they book one soapy or a telenovela, and then they don't invest in the craft. They just wake up and show up for work every day. And then what happens when that character gets cancelled? You understand? Then there's no other job, because you were not amazing in your last performance. You thought, now I've arrived, and then you've relaxed. Never do that. Never be caught on that. With that being said, there's no smaller role. I've played a number 7 in the list of roles. But that number 7, I made sure that number 7 shines next to number 1.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, no matter how the character seems to be small, it's the actor that makes the character shine. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your demeanor, it's your investment in the character itself, it's in your mannerisms.
Yeah.
We need not to see Sir Godfather, these are my mannerisms, this is our seat and all. But if ever I'm a James, as I told you before, I need to find mannerisms of James and everything that is James, so that the character, even if I show up for 3 scenes in a 90-minute feature film, I'm remembered for that.
Yeah.
That will secure my next gig.
Yeah.
You understand?
Absolutely. And I think that's why I love Johnny Depp as well, because he's been in the news the whole time. All the different characters that he's played, from Edward Scissorhands to, I mean, starting as a soapy, like 21 Jump Street, and then moving on to Edward Scissorhands, Alice in Wonderland, and like that really pushes you. I think Angelina Jolie has got the same type of vibe, where they push themselves to.
The care is never to be too comfortable.
Yeah.
You never relax, because
typecasted. Don't get typecasted.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get typecast, and then don't feel like I've arrived, because. Yes, you can have a stint of 5 years feeling like I'm booking jobs every now and then, but there will be that dry season. And when that dry season comes, that's when now you need not to audition. You need a director, a certain producer to be thinking, hey, Sir Godfather would kill this one. And then they pick up the phone, they call you, because they know how the justice you do to each character you play. You understand? So that's what I'm striving for. I never want my kids to be told when I'm no more, hey, your father was a brilliant actor, but he messed it up in his last role. I want to be remembered for even my last role, till I took my last breath, so that when you refer to my kids, you're saying, you like I want to be in the league of your John Carney. If you know what John Carney represents for South Africa, you'll know what I'm striving for. And then I'm using him as the closest example, because for me, he's ticking all the boxes of where I want to be in my life as an actor. I want to be in a position whereby, as I was telling you, Martez, some other time, Guti, I want to be in a position of being the first South African actor to have a manager. There's a casting agency, then there's a manager specifically for me as an actor that goes beyond just the casting briefs, to walk into a room full of producers to say, Sir Godfather will be brilliant for this character you're creating. Invest in him. This is his portfolio. He's done this amazing stuff. This is the viewership he'll bring you. This guy is bankable. You understand? Yeah. That's what I want for myself.
Working until you have to stop introducing yourself.
Yes.
Yep.
Household name stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm gunning for. And there's people who might look at it and feel like, he's in it for fame. No, fame is part of the package. Because the reason why now you were talking of influencers and all, they get employed for acting stuff, and then maybe some of them don't even invest in masterclasses, and then they do a terrible job. But you need to respect the fact that they are being employed because they are bankable. They've got following, you understand? So that's where I'm sitting now. I'm sitting in a place whereby I know I'm no influencer, but with every role I play, I need to score some audience that will vouch for me in any movie. When my character gets killed, I need them to say, there's no way. The David Gennaro stuff, how many times did he get killed in Rhythm City, and then people wanted him brought back because the viewership dropped? That is brilliant performance. You understand? You can't deny him that. You understand? That's the standard I'm gunning for, because I want to be remembered for the art, for investing so much in the art. Even if I was a street sweeper, I was gonna be the outstanding one,
the best one.
The best one. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not even about fame. It's about investing in what you love. It's about investing in your career and the passion.
Fame just comes with it.
Exactly. Then fame has to unfortunately come with it, because if you're not famous enough, you're not bankable enough. That's the truth.
I also want to say this actually boils down to respect, because it also shows how much you respect the people who've put in the work to actually create the role.
Exactly.
The James.
You know, and that for me goes hand in hand. So wow, that was
Yeah.
it's amazing to
I love
to
your
listen to
outlook.
you.
I love
It's
your outlook and your
wonderful.
passion.
You don't ever need, Loui, to have a script writer saying, hey, we made a blunder by choosing this guy to play this character. You always want the script writer, the producer, and the director to come back and say, damn, we knew that you were good for this role, but we didn't know that you were this perfect. You took it to other heights, you understand? So that's me, man. And then it doesn't even go with just acting. It goes with you being a teacher, be the excellent teacher that the kids will miss in your day of sick leave.
Yeah.
Kids who need to go home to their mom and say, I'm not feeling okay because teacher so-and-so wasn't present.
Yeah.
You understand? So this is not just only about acting or showbiz. In any career that you choose, make sure that you never work a day. Not working a day means that you show up without being woken by the alarm.
Yeah.
Once you don't need an alarm to be woken by, then you know that you are on the right path.
Yeah. It's like
love
that is it Rami Malek that did Freddie Mercury in Queen in the Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, he did Freddie better than Freddie.
Yeah, it was,
you know,
it was brilliant.
I've watched it a million times. I love that Bohemian Rhapsody thing. But
Well, I think we need to move on to your exciting news.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to do the honors of sharing what is coming up?
Oh,
Is there more exciting news? I'm waiting.
yeah. Oh, look. In a couple of weeks, I've been in Joburg shooting this amazing show that is currently airing on 161 Mzansi Magic. It premiered on the 4th of June, my son's birthday, and then I managed to be on time for his birthday. Lucky me. So yeah, I did buy him his cake with his Goku and all. So from then, that was the screening of the Saturday Showdown, which happened to be part of with my team, Kings of Tomorrow. And our episode, Good Enough, is airing only on from the 18th going forward. So the listeners will be able to watch. Yes, this Saturday. Your listeners will be able to watch us on the Saturday Showdown every Saturday at 6:30. And then just watch, man, and be amazed and see who the winner is.
Oh, wow.
You understand?
So
because
times.
yeah, it's game show, and then it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about letting loose and just playing. My kids are gonna be like shocked to seeing their dad playing that hard.
Do they know? Do they know that you? Because
they don't know that I'm very playful. Like I try to be strict at home because.
But they know that you did the show.
They do know. They do know,
okay.
but they don't know like to what extent am I competitive.
Yeah.
I keep telling them, hey, look, if you're playing soccer, be the goal scorer. I don't care if you're a backliner or whatsoever. So they're gonna see me in action now, being that competitive. We're playing with the likes of Dr. Kumalo, you understand, legendary dog. And some industry professionals as well. So basically, that show gave me a sense of, look, you need to take a break. In one of the weekends, maybe in a month, take the whole family, go to Ratanga, play, man, play.
Yeah.
It's good for your soul. It's nourishment for your soul.
Yes.
So from now going forward, I'm gonna be taking my family out to play a lot. And then for the viewers that don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch the Saturday Showdown and see, like what I'm talking about.
On
It's
Mzansi
Magic.
What?
Mzansi Magic channel
161
161
at 18:30 Saturdays.
18:30 this Saturday.
I know
you
what
can
we're gonna be
see, we can see Sir Godfather this Saturday on Mzansi.
Yep.
And here we are at the end
And
of
there, I'm not acting, I'm being myself. So lucky for the people, they'll get to know
the real you.
the real me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not acting there. I'm nobody else but Sir Godfather.
Amazing. Thank you.
Our time has run
very
out
much.
so quickly today, hasn't it?
It's been wonderful.
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Yeah.
Loui. Thank you, Martez.
Well, for our viewers, our listeners, this is not the end. It's the end of our chat, but
For
it's the
today.
beginning
It's
for
the
today.
beginning.
Please come back, pop back, and tell us how what exciting projects you're working on. And
I definitely will. I'll update you guys, even if it's via like the text or whatsoever, but I will let you know, and then if time allows, I'll visit and actually announce those projects here in studio.
Yes,
but
please.
one thing with your allowance, I need to mention, on the 16th of June, it's my birthday, and then I don't want any presents. I want people to buy school shoes for the needy kid next door to them. So if you know somebody closer to your school and then who needs school shoes, you buy that pair, you would have celebrated my birthday. You understand? By
what
doing
a wonderful
so, that's it.
And this is from all ages, from
all
grade
ages
1
to grade 12, because look, we are from different walks of life, so you can't say now a 17-year-old will easily have a pair of shoes. So hence I'm saying, don't just take it to charity that you don't know where it's gonna go, it's gonna end up. If you've got that dilemma, then you are more than welcome to carrier it to me, because I'll take it directly to the needy person. You understand what I'm saying?
And people can contact you on Facebook.
And I'm an advocate of the idea that once you are influential, you have a responsibility to look after your community. So hence, we are even running at Sir Godfather's shop as free sanitary pads. Like literally, kids can walk in and ask for free sanitary pads. We give them to them with no questions asked, because I'm of the idea that if condoms can be free, then definitely sanitary towels can be free.
And I agree with you, and I actually wanted to mention it to you earlier, because I mean, there's girls literally, and I find this so sad.
Yes.
Exactly like you said, there's condoms for free, but not sanitary, pads and stuff. There's girls that literally don't go to school for a week.
That's
because of this problem that we have.
Initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's wonderful what you're doing. Almal wat luister, asseblief gaan volg vir Sir Godfather op Facebook en op Instagram. Your handle on Instagram?
It's Sir_Godfather.
And on Facebook, it's Sir Godfather.
Okay.
And then on Twitter, it's Sir_Godfather. You can engage me on any of the things I mentioned. The charity things, I'm more than involved in such drives. The coaching of actors, I'm involved in such business opportunities, man, to expand the idea of people not relying on government. Because for me, I want to build a society that is self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic.
And let us know when you have a handout again for the kids or the community, and then Martez and I will gladly come and join you.
Yes.
Not a problem.
And create awareness of that on that as well.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, sir. Dit is 2 minute oor 2, 13 Junie maandag saam met Loui en Martez, maar jy gaan ook nou vir ons verlaat.
Ek moet nou ongelukkig verlaat. Ek moet vir Zaren gaan kry by die skool.
Yes.
So wonderlike dag.
Ja, en dit is lekker om terug te wees, en het is lekker om jou weer te sien.
So lekker om my regterarm terug te hê. En ek is dan weer terug volgende maandag.
Kom ons gaan luister vir Pitbull with Christina Aguilera, en ek is nou weer terug.